Hello, good morning and welcome to Arena. The big news really for people who are interested in the arts this week is the arrival of Fanfare for Europe in Hull. It's rather different here, I suspect, than in most parts of the country where there have been formal concerts and people have been going along with dinner jackets on and such like, because we have in Hull, over the next 3 days, a collection, literally a collection, the Yorkshire Artists Collection, who are a group of basically experimental people. And they will be experimenting and performing their performances and exhibiting their exhibits both in the Hull Arts Centre and in the streets of Hull and on the ferry, and eventually they'll be going across on the Cross North Sea ferry to Rotterdam to take it there. 3 of the people taking part came into the studio to tell me what was going to happen, as far as they knew what was going to happen. One of them was Genesis P-Orridge, who is fairly well known in Hull for his walking about with long hair and a berry, and also for some of the events which he's put on. His particular contribution to the Fanfare for Europe celebrations in Hull is being staged in the Ferrans Art Gallery, and it's called The Ministry of Antisocial Insecurity. And first of all, I invited him to explain what that was about.
There'll be a 2-pedestal wooden desk on a square of governmentally boring lino, with a filing cabinet with 3 files in it, and a typewriter and a letter rack, and a telephone, and a secretary and a doorman, basically, and then 2 benches for people to come in and sit on while they're waiting to make claims.
So much for the setting, but what's going to take place there?
Well, that's partly up to the members of the public, partly up to the staff of the ministry. Being the main manager, the top manager of the ministry, I won't be there because the manager's never there when you want him. So there'll just be the secretary and the doorman, and they're going to run it themselves very much as the dole office is run. There'll be Miss Gateway too doing the forms, and there'll be a claim form and a status form to decide what your occupation is, and an appeal form if you don't agree. And then when you filled those in, you get a signing on card to try and get some money. But when you get the pay slip, it always says nothing, because the Ministry of Antisocial Insecurity never pay anybody.
Is this an expression of some traumatic experience in your life?
Well, I have found myself frustrated in attempts to get money for about 6 years, and I've had to fill in a great number of forms and make out a lot of reports and go through a lot of signing and rubber stamping and what have you, which might have had a little bit to do with this slight spoof, I suppose.
If a visit to the Social Security Office is very similar to the experience which you're mounting in the Ferrans Gallery, why wouldn't you recommend people to go along to the real one? What's the point in staging an alternative?
Well, it's not an alternative, it's an extension, and the theme of the whole fanfare is Europe, and the bureaucracy and form filling are probably going to get worse and worse, which explains why this has happened. And we've tried it out ourselves, and it is as boring and laborious and difficult and frustrating as it is applying for a grant from anyone. But also it's linked with applying for arts grants as well. And at the same time there's an exhibition of Picabia documentation, a Dada exhibition at Ferrans, which links in with this in that there are references to the same exhibition on the forms, and the whole thing is in a vaguely similar vein of thought, you see.
Do you see this thing as an art exhibition, in using the word art to mean something visual, or as a piece of theatre, or as some combination of both?
Well, I applied to the Yorkshire Arts Association for a grant under visual arts, as it was in an art gallery, and it got accepted for a grant, but they changed the definition to experimental arts, and they're sponsoring it as experimental art, so...
Is there in fact an experiment taking place?
Well, I didn't say there was, it was them, so I presume you'll have to ask them what they think.
your name?
Smack you up.
What?
Smack you up.
What are you going to do?
Smack you up.
What's your name? Smack you up! That's better. What's your name?
Smack you up. Smack you up!
So it's Hayden. Is he?
Hayden.
Hayden who?
Hayden.
He's going to what? Is he going to smack me
I
up?
hope so. Jen, I want to see you. Jen.
Sorry, what was that you were saying?
Prescott and Williams, 1932.
So if you want the whole wing to be nice to you, you have to be nice to us. If you don't like that, we'll just go louder than you. After all, we're all supposed to be here for a friendly reason. Okay then, we're ready. This is the blue. Nobody else. Blue for a community of gentle people living above Heston Bridge. They've got 3 goats, and the smallest is called Little Goat. The first number is called Alien Brain, and lasts for exactly 5 minutes.
despair, everybody. There's more to come in a few minutes. The second half of Edna and the Great Surfers festering at Bradford.
In the town all is noisy, in the country all is quiet, in the prison all are picked upon, in the fire all is burning, in the school all are learning, in the cell stands the criminal with flesh in his hand, in the town was burnt to ashes, the people to bone, the sound of burning stone. The schoolboy, meanwhile, has had 50 lashes, and I know where to go when I want my lashes. My flesh goes to stone. The things we do no one believes, the things we know they can't understand, believe. As the light shines down, the mice run away, the vampires melt in the sun. The old madman in his room screams. The boy fulfills his hidden dreams. He places the blanket on the ground, and in the rubber he does roll. At the same time, the instant the clock strikes 1, the neon red light shines flashes on and off. In the door, a flash buzzes by. In the flesh of an eye, I crush it and eat it. I catch it and beat it, flog it as meat or whip it. Watch the lights and remember the clown's mad face in anger. As he screams, the kids still laugh. They all think it's a joke as his face goes up in smoke. Remember the clown, remember the mice, and remember the fly and the fat. In the sky, it's all derelict. Be careful. Protect your mind, protect your head. All protect your heads, off and you will be dead. I can't stop in a cell one day. I went to a man and asked for my mam. He says to me, go away home, you little boy, and I pulled out a gun and shot him up for good. I went home after that. Well, I went into this cell and I saw this man whispering to me. He says to me, what are you doing in here? And I said, well, I opened my wall or made my flesh. My door is made of skin. My house is made of rubber. My mind is made of wood. And I will go to a kid and ask him to peel off his skin and heat it. And I will help him. And my mind is made up. I will go to a girl and ask her to swim in rubber when she goes home. Help. I love the dead before they're cold, their burning flesh for me to hold. Cupboard eyes upon me see nothing, I never know your rotting face, while friends and lovers warn your silly grace. You see lovers with taste of evil in their face, and flesh on their hands with a grin on their face. And I love the dead. I love the dead, I love the dead, I love the dead, I love the dead. See nothing before you look. This is a story about a boy named Sue. This I shall never go.
Ooh, that was a bit heavy, as they say. Bit heavy stuff there. That was Mr. Fizzy Pete reading by kind permission of Ace of Spades Productions.
Banana baby, oh, jumbo jumbo. What a load of rubbish.
Bobo, fi bobo, stick lobo, by bobo, stick low, zi, fi, fo, zi, stick lobo, that's how you spell bobo.
That's what you're selling, isn't it?
No, we're not
What, you're
selling
too talented?
You couldn't sell that shit if you tried.
That's what you're trying to.
No, we're not. Which we haven't decided on yet. Live sex with straight rock
You
music.
see, you'll admit doing comparisons with just ordinary pornography
What?
in your activities. You know when you do vaguely pornographic photo work,
Yes.
or collage work, then you directly refer and compare yourself with, and you make a study of just ordinary straight pornography, the commercial kind.
Yeah. Is that alright?
Yes, I think that's good.
Oh.
And I think it's I think it's a bit of a mistake not to look at straight commercial pop music, and say,
Oh,
that's
no.
nothing to do with us.
No, we're not. We're going to do it straight. We're getting 2 straight musicians.
I mean, really know exactly what you don't want to do.
Oh yes, we know what we don't want to do.
You're getting 2 straight musicians?
We are. We'll find them. There's loads of musicians around.
Well, that's true.
There's just not very many creative people. You can always find musicians.
What you need is someone who can do a nice guitar line.
Yeah, well, that's
Basically,
easy,
that's
isn't
it,
it?
isn't it?
Some sticky who doesn't mind doing what he's told. Then we'll get Bob Edmonds to do a review. Seen live. Throbbing Gristle.
Felt live.
Well, anything he wants. I saw this group tonight.
Yes.
They were playing
I can't even find
Nighty night.
in the midnight hour. They played in the midnight hour while 2 young ladies licked each other's crutch.
Who did?
They did.
Who did?
Gristle.
Oh, this is the pseudo-futurism.